This is Trulywicked Crafts Flosstube. I am Ava, known as Trulywicked Crafts on Etsy, Tumblr, and Instagram. I have a Trulywicked Crafts Facebook page, which has a few things that they're not currently stitchy, but they are like pretty for sale in an album. If the one thing, there's only one thing in my Etsy shop, just one. If the one thing in my Etsy shop does not sell, then after June, then it will be put onto the Facebook page to sell. I am also on Twitter as Trulywicked of Y and Ravelry as Trulywicked. Just plain Trulywicked on Ravelry. That's where I do yarny stuff. I do occasionally do yarny stuff. I am also a mod on the Stitcher's Coven. And that is important because some things happened. We just want to let that particular brouhaha die. But I'm a mod. The Facebook group is Amy's Baby. I'm just the babysitter. So the only thing I'm going to say about it is that if you try to start drama, or if disrespect and nastiness start flying, Amy or I, as soon as we see it, will shut that down with a quickness. If you are in the Stitcher's Coven, or if you would like to join the Stitcher's Coven, keep it classy. Well, for a given value of classy. Keep it respectful and kind among each other. That's what we ask for. That's it. If you want to join the Stitcher's Coven, you can. You just answer 3 questions. Number 1, how did you hear about us? Number 2, how long have you been cross-stitching? And number 3, does profanity, witchcraft, or dark themes offend you? Just answer them. You have to answer the questions for us to approve your request to join, but once you answer them, yeah, you're in. We're not picky. I mean, we do expect you to be a Stitcher because, you know, Stitcher's Coven, but we're not picky. If you want to join the group, or if you have joined the group and you haven't, put anything up yet, we don't expect everything to be witchy in theme. Okay, you can post any stitching there at all. It can be pink and fluffy unicorns. It can be pink fluffy unicorns dancing on rainbows. And you're welcome. I know that's now playing in your head. But you can post it. Everyone will love it. You can post other stuff you make. It doesn't necessarily have to be stitchy. We do ask that if you post things that are not stitchy related, like, a funny meme that you've seen, which is perfectly allowed, just put a little NSR for not stitch related in the little comment box. And if it's something that could be triggering to someone with, like, spiders or blood or, anything that might make someone go, or violence, put a little trigger warning or a content warning on there. That's all we ask. We're pretty chill. So, come join the coven. We welcome you with open arms. We are also currently running the Stitcher's Coven Sisters Sal. I don't actually have the hashtag off the top of my head right now. Usually I have notes. Do I have notes today? No, I don't. So, I can't remember for today what the hashtag is. because my brain is blanking on it, but I will put it like, right here in my editing, in my very, very free editing software that is Windows Movie Maker still, because I still have Windows 8, luckily. Please don't let anything happen. So, I think that covers, all right, let's continue talking about the sister's Sal, shall we? Well, it's the I drink of my sister's Sal. And pretty much what it is that you stitch a lady. You stitch a female in your stitchiness. Or, I don't know. Amy definitely has the rules up for the Sal, but just stitch a lady. Hashtag it with, and you're part of the Sal. If you are not on Facebook, hashtag it on Instagram. If you're not on Instagram, either, you can hashtag it on YouTube. Share with us. And what it basically is we are celebrating our sisters in this stitchy community, and brothers as well. I mean, we're all stitchy fam. Brothers, sisters, and gender neutral, gender fluids, and I'm so cis, it's embarrassing, so I don't know all the terms, and I will, so if I offend, I apologize. Only thing I'll apologize for, but if I offend on that, I apologize. So just stitch a pretty lady. Stitch an ugly lady. Just stitch a lady with us and have fun. So I think that's all the admin. Is that all the admin? I think that's all the admin. There's going to be crinkling right now. I have some non-cross-stitchy finished objects. One I'm going to insert a video of right here. They're yarn, but here's the first one. It is around 4 a.m. and I am taking this quick little video to show you the skein of yarn I dyed that has to be mailed off today. So, this is it. And if you will see that, it sparkles. Okay? And it's got some turquoise and some blues, some sort of faded greeny blues. Just little itty bitty pops of like bright green and red. It is going to an exchange partner in one of my groups. She is also getting the Ariel bag, not the one with the clear vinyl front, but I showed you the Ariel bag before. So there you go. Now I'm gonna get this bad puppy mailed off or packaged up to mail off, and hope that the recipient will enjoy it. Now back to your regularly scheduled program. And this has not been reskeined yet, or this has not been, twisted up into a skein yet, because I somehow managed to jack up the ties, so I have to actually reskein the whole thing. But let me just, It's green. And it's a mottled green, as you can see. And it's pretty. And as soon as I rescan it, it's going up on my Facebook page for sale. So, there's one. More crinkling. And this one is all hank and scanned up. Making it a little brighter, but it's this nice, you know, turquoise with like a, I actually dyed the yarn itself a very, 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 very pale to the point of almost white pink, which gives it almost a grayish undertone. Go figure. So, and then dyed it with some turquoise and some spruce in there. So it's pretty. So that will be up in my on the Facebook for sale album. Probably just after Easter. Okay, so those are non-stitchy FOs. My hair's driving me crazy today, can you tell? There. Get it out of my way. I have an FFO. Now, I made this pattern because of Christine. Call back to last episode. I fully caught up with all of Christine. With all of her videos. She posted a couple more since then I haven't yet seen, but I will be seeing them after I finish recording this. But I made this because of Christine. Charted it out because she got a card and I was like, oh my God, that phrase needs to be a chart. So, here it is. Charted it, stitched it, FFO'd it. And it says, oh, you can see it real well there. Blowing me out, but you can see it very well. Life is too short for beige. And I put a little electric blue, oh boy, Morpho butterfly there at the bottom. Because Christine and butterflies. So, I will be making the, get the pattern off the flop there. I will be making the pattern available on the Stitcher's Coven. I don't know if Stitch Mania allows you to share patterns you design or not. I don't know. I'm not intending to ask. But I'm going to make it available in the Stitcher's Coven. It'll be a freebie. Just for now. It's just, here's a thought. Basically, I want to hang it. Basically, I want to put it up to hang right here, just behind me. So, for now, I'm gonna hang it on the rack. And there we go. Let's switch you over couple lines. There you go. You can actually see it now. So that is my FFO. I have another faux. It's not an FFO yet, but I know the shop name in the back of my head. Stitchy Little Fox. I saw this design. I was like, oh my god, I must stitch that. So I got it, and I did. 2 nights, I think. I used El Cheapo floss. So, I mean, it's just like a cheap assortment floss, but wicked chickens make deviled eggs. I'm going to FFO it and have it like as like, I don't know, maybe a stand-up or something for Easter among the fam. Because everyone in my family loves them the deviled eggs. Everyone. So that's all the faux. On to whips, shall we? Yes. Yes, please. So first whip up is going to be my Christine. The pattern is Minerva, but she's my Christine. You know why. If you watched last episode, you know why. And I've gotten some pretty decent work done on her. Hold up, let me, literally in the middle of a stitch. Really. Let me scoot it close so you can see the blue in there. The lighting is atrocious. I should have done this in the morning. It's the afternoon. But I've gotten some nice blues going on there now. A whole bunch of black, so you can actually see the bottom of a dress. This is my piece for the sister sow. For the I drink of my sister's sow. Ooh, that looks better. So this is my piece for the I drink of my sister's sow. I am stitching it. I don't know if you can tell. Ah, yeah, there it is. I'm stitching it in DMC à Trois. Now up here where the tree is and the little owl and the moon. The tree is regular DMC. The moon is DMC glow in the dark. But the witch, Christine herself, all sparkly. All DMC à Trois. The fabric is some 16 count Aida that I dyed myself with some tangerine and aqua Rit dye. Oh, you might not be catching the sparkle of the DMC à Trois. You might be catching the sparkle of my gridding. I grid with sulky silver. There we go. Yes. There you can catch the sparkly of the DMC. So, there's where I am. But I took a quick break from her to stitch the wicked chickens, and at the same time I had bought another pattern, which if you don't like curse words, either clutch your pearls or look away now. So at the same time I bought the pattern for this. This is a whip. I am stitching the line work in DMC à Trois. Because, I mean, like, I have the whole set of DMC à Trois. Why am I not? Might as well use it. But, you see what it says. This is an accurate name. This is an accurate term for this piece. Because, look at that. Look at that margin. That is a margin of literally 2 squares. Whereas over here, plenty of space, right? I don't know why. I don't know what it was. But I just counted really, really badly on this and on the Wicked Chickens. Not quite as bad on the Wicked Chickens. But in addition to counting it off center, do you see that? Do you see that splotch? I spilled macaroni and cheese juice on this. When I'm done with it, it will be washed. But for now, I mean, I'm going to hope deeply and sincerely going to hope that it comes out. But if it doesn't, I will frame it anyway. I will like FFO it into something anyway. Because like, seriously, all the mess is perfect for, you know, what the pattern itself says. Okay, the curse word is gone. You can look now. If it's not your thing. So, that was a whip. My next whip is for the Smalls Exchange. This is the pattern I'm doing. I am doing it on 40 count. Picture this plus in the colorway Tycho. You're going to see a thread. Oh, no, you're not going to see a thread. Ooh. I think last time I had the hat. Maybe a couple stars or whatever. This is where I am now. I literally put just one more day of work into this. Since the last time you saw it, because I was concentrating on other things. So, I mean, like, yeah. It's working up pretty quick. I like it. Lots. So that's all, that is all we have for whips, stitching I've done. It's tea. It's tea. You will note that this particular tea well, it actually looks kind of green, which I can't figure out why. Probably didn't steep as much as I should. But it's tea. It's not the cup I bought, but I did buy, and it's not the tea I bought. Okay, this is tea that I bought during the last blue moon from Adagio. But the infuser I used came from Tea Forte. I will link you to the video that Christine has for Tea Forte because I want you to use her referral link because I am going to stick to Adagio for buying my teas. Just because if I want to try a tea from Adagio, I can just buy a little pouch of tea sample. I don't have to get a sampler set. I don't have to get teas that I don't have to get like a full bag or canister of tea that I may wind up just not enjoying. I can just get a sampler of the tea I like. But the tea I am drinking currently is called Bella Luna Blue. It's a specialty. Not only because it's blue, which if you go to the Christine video, if you go to Christine's video and go to her link and through her link go to Tea Forte, they have other teas that are blue. So if you want a blue tea, Adagio only has this one when there is a blue moon. And it's going to be a while till the next blue moon. So I like my Bella Luna Blue. It's really good. Butterfly pea flower, which is what gives it the color. And lemongrass. My sole complaint with lemongrass teas from Adagio is the pieces are too big. That's my only issue. So, tangent. Went off on a tangent there. Oh boy. Anyway, basically, the reason I bought anything from Tea Forte is because I wanted the infuser. Because Christine showed the infuser in her video, and it was like, oh, must have. And, oh yeah, worth it. Worth it. The infuser alone is worth it. So, my next segment is brownies. I don't have any well, it's a the first one is a brownie and a whip. Technically. Because I already started working on it. Why? Because I want to get this done in time to be able to mail it off for Mother's Day. This may blow out the camera. But you have all seen and heard about the Target bags, right? The pattern that I am in the middle of stitching on this lovely Target bag, and it'll be on both sides, is from The World in Stitches, and it's her folk flowers. I think the World in Stitches owner is a she. If not, I deeply apologize. But it's the bag. The bag is a brownie and a whip. So, I also had to buy floss for this. Originally, I had started it. Yeah, you know that whip I showed shortly ago? You know, the one with the F-bomb in it? That's kind of define the week. So, I started stitching this with JP & Coats assortment floss from Walmart. I figured, you know, it's JP & Coats assortment floss. I can get another assortment if I need it. Wow. I get both of the leaves down here done. I get the center flower here all done. I get half of the red around this flower done. It goes around the little yellow spot. All of the red around this flower done. All of the blue. All of the blue down here, up here, and these little points. And I make a realization. I don't have enough floss. Far, far, far below the amount of floss I'm going to need. Like, I actually had almost this whole flower here stitched too. And I made that realization. And I didn't even have enough JP & Coats to finish this side with the colors I chose. So I was like, okay, it's JP & Coats. I'm sure I can find a match in my DMC stash. I mean, come on. I wound up having to rip back all that work, of which I will actually insert a picture here. This is where I was before I had to rip out. Yeah. Oh. There was cursing. There was a lot of cursing. But I did it. And I went and bought skeins of DMC to redo it. I still have enough of the orange JP coats and the yellow JP coats and black JP coats I have out the wazoo to finish both sides of the bag. But I had to rip out all the rest. And I think I've managed to get enough to sort of stretch the mauve JP coats. I don't know. Fingers crossed. But everything else I had to rip out. It took 3 episodes of Dead Files to rip all that out. I was not happy. I was not happy. But it's done. It's over with. So, that's the only shop brownie that I have this week. Been 2 weeks, actually, hasn't it? That's the only shop brownie I have this episode. But I have more brownies. I have gift brownies. One of them I knew was coming. One of them was a surprise. I'll show you the surprise first. So, if you watch Christine, you know she has a piece that she calls Ava. And she named her piece Ava long before she knew I existed in this world, okay? But she named it Ava. And I love it. Not because it's named Ava, but because it is awesome. And it came out of a book called Twisted Stitches. And as soon as she showed the book the first time, God, I think it was on her very first Flosstube, I was like, I must go find that. Well, found it on Amazon, but because I have a wonderful local library that does have stitchy stuff, I went looking for it at my local library. And I was really excited when it was in my local library. So, borrowed the book from my local library. Brought it home. I have a scanner. I can easily scan in the charts for use at a later date, if I wish, the ones that I wanted to stitch. So I go into the back where there's a pocket for all the patterns. And guess what's not in the pocket for the patterns? The 2 patterns. The 2 patterns I wanted to stitch most were not there. I had a big sad on that, people. And I told Christine about it. Now that was months ago. Well, Christine did a flip through of the book and said, "Oh, it really looks great." I said, "I'm still bummed that my libraries did not have the patterns that I had really wanted to do. Some of the stitchers in my city are rude." A couple days later, an Amazon Prime package shows up at my front door. I didn't order anything. And Christine, I gotta tell you, my mom gave me a look. My mom saw that package and she said, "This was on the front step." And you know the look, it's the, "What did you do?" look. And I said, "I didn't do anything. I mean, I know I'm expecting a cut of fabric, but I didn't buy that off Amazon. I bought that off eBay." And she and she said, yeah, that's also there. But what's this? And I said, I don't know. Might as well open it, right? I open it, and within it is this. Christine got me the book. Oh God, I'm actually tearing up here. Christine got me the book. Are you kidding me? I made a noise that only dogs can hear. I'm pretty sure our neighbor's bulldog started like freaking out. But it's here. And Christine sent it to me because, like, oh my God. And the first one that I want to do is this one. And it's called the Butterflies and Skulls Tote Bag. Just look at that. If you did not watch Christine's flip through, look at that. Are you kidding me right now? That's one of the ones I want to do. The other that I want to do. Come on, there's an image of it actually up here. The other that I wanted most to do was this one. Christine, you're crazy and I love your everything. Thank you. Oh God. Maybe I should have had tissues in here. Oh God. I've been weepy lately and I don't know why. So, that was the surprise. Knocked me on my butt. And the butt is substantial, so. The next one I knew was coming. And in the Stitchers Coven, one of the members posted a little, this is what I'm currently doing. And I kind of stopped. I went, is that a squirrel? Because squirrels didn't used to be a thing for me. They didn't. Squirrels did not used to be a thing for me. But then my mom and I created an inside joke. And now I must have the squirrel everything. I'd be on auto squirrel if I had the money for it. I'll put it that way. So I saw it and I went, oh my God, is that a squirrel? And she said yes. And I then proceeded to squee in GIF form. I made squeaky noises. And she said, I can send you the chart when I'm done stitching it. It's a really quick stitch. And I said, oh my God, yes, please. And she did. It's from Brenda. I'm not giving you her last name, but I do have permission. But she sent me the trilogy's autumnology. And look, this is a little scarecrow and the leaves and the squirrel. And the autumn and the pumpkin. She did not just send this. I was just expecting this. Of course, but you know, Stitchers in this community we are extra, right? She sent me the flosses for it. She sent me several of the flosses for it. What? 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 Every time y'all do something like this, every time a Stitchy friend does something like this, y'all restore a little bit more of my shaky faith in humanity. Thank you. I'm going to stitch this and then I will be sending it on to someone who loves it. because spread the stitchy kindness. Spread the kindness, people. Spread it recklessly all over the place. Like, seriously. Do good and kindness recklessly. Toss that stuff around like confetti because we need it. In the world, we need it. Do something nice for somebody today. Make them tear up like I teared up. Just a little bit ago. So, those are the brownies that came to visit. Has awesome brownies. Yep. So, whew, I do believe that is all. Whew. Except for this. If you're not a fan of poetry, or you don't want to hear me read, I will say farewell to you now. Thank you for watching. But, the very stuff. Poems on Color, Thread and the Habits of Women by Stephen Beale. Once again, I'm going to read it too. I'm going to read just something from this. I'm reading Color 747. Let's just... Here's the shade of the early morning air. At the point on the horizon where the world goes on forever. Here's your pale blue entry into never-endingness. The wings on which the everlasting sails. Other colors drive into town, go shopping, buy jeans for the kids or kibble for the dog. Other colors sweat and swink their way through life, staying mindful of relationships and others, responsibilities, and the mutual supports of shade and hue. Whereas 747, it goes with everything. It is blithe. It will never steer you wrong, this blue. It will never take over. And it will never disappear. Wherever you place this blue on your canvas, it behaves like an angel, blessing all about it with equanimity. I don't think I said that word right. With equanimity, with purity, with the unassuming grace of the beloved. This blue is the blue of everything you aspire to and everything that you hold dear. More than any blue I know, this blue is clear. So there was your poem for this episode. I hope y'all have a good week. I hope y'all have a good Easter. Enjoy your day. Take care, y'all. Bye.